First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Yahweh is who this world ignorantly calls God. Yahushai is who this world ignorantly calls Jesus. Ba'ashem means in the name, Rakah means spirit, and Kodash means holy. That's all in the Paleo Hebrew. Also, I give double honors to the outer bishops and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Today's video, I wanted to talk about how the people are waking up to the madness of the Israelis, right? And I put in parentheses Edomites, right? Because that's what their actual biblical nationality and heritage is that they are Edomites, right? Contrary to popular belief, the people over there in the Holy Land that call themselves Jewish, call themselves Jews, okay? They are not the true people of the Bible. They are not Israelites, okay? They are Edomites. Okay, and they're actually the wicked of the earth. Okay, and a lot of people are recognizing this. They're recognizing that they are the problem, right? That they're committing all these types of atrocious acts, right, for no reason. Okay, and all they know is just kill, destroy, murder, rob, rape. Okay, that's the only way they know how to solve things, right? And when you hear these things, you got to ask yourself why. Why are this way? And the reason is because they are Edomites, right? And going back to the scriptures, it was told to Esau, live, right? Let's read what Esau's blessing was, right? This is Genesis chapter 27 and verse 39. It says, "And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above," right? The best places of the earth, right? That's why they're ruling right now. It says, "And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shall serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, and thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck." And that's the point I wanted to read, is that one of his blessings is that by his sword he was going to live. Okay, and that's what you've seen of the Edomites today, right? The Edomites today as a collective are the so-called white people, right? They have lived and conquered everything by the sword, and that's all they know, right? Looking at a prime example, so-called Latinos and Native Americans over here in the Americas, look at all the history of how they pretty much disarmed the people here. Okay, told them they were gonna be nice, right? Learned, it's a grievous and wicked ass history, right? Go look into it, and you realize that they're nothing but wicked. Okay, but getting back to the point of this video, I said the people are waking up to the madness of the Israelis, Edomites, and the reason I'm making this video is because of all these protests. Right, you have students, as it says, pro-Palestinian student protesters arrested at Texas University. Okay, Columbia begins suspending student protesters, right? And this is something that is nationwide, right? Students all over universities are starting to go pro-Palestine, right? Are starting to protest because they're realizing that what they're doing over there is unjust. Okay, and a quick question to ask yourself is, in all these universities, right, you have all these groups with Ukraine and Russia that they do their protests, right? You have the Black Lives Matter groups in these universities that do their protests, right? You even have Nazi groups that do their protests, right? And they don't get jailed. They don't get nothing put on them. But as soon as you say anti-S, right, as soon as you come against the small hats, now it's a problem. Now these people are crazy. Now these people need to get arrested and jailed and all types of persecution, right? Why is that? The reason is because these are the people in power, right? You want to know who's in power? Look at who you can't talk about, okay? And ultimately, everything we're seeing right now is prophecy, right? Let's start with the first scripture, Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 10. It says, "But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not." Right? And, that's exactly what's going on right now. The Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has uncovered the secret places of Esau, right? Throughout, for a minute, right? For a long, long time, the history of who the Edomites were on the earth was a complete secret, right? Their nature was a complete secret. But now, through the way of the prophets out there, the highways and byways, right? Proclaiming the word, breaking down the scriptures, telling people who these people actually are, right? Pointing the finger at them. Okay, people are waking up that this is the problem, right? These people are the problem, right? America, Israel is the problem. Okay, not everybody else. This is the cancer of the earth. Okay, because it all starts here with this philosophy, right? If you go to Jeremiah chapter 50, it refers to that philosophy as wine, right? Let's read it. Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 7. It says, Babylon, talking about America, hath been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken, right? And when it's talking about drunken, actually, let me keep reading. It says, the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad, right? And that's the point, is that when it's talking about wine, the Babylonian wine is going into the American way, right? You call it Americanization, okay? And Babylon has influenced all these other nations to become Americanized, okay? To become Western. And they're all realizing that it's coming down to their own demise, that their daughters are becoming prostitutes, their sons are becoming gay, homosexuals, okay? And everything is out of course, right? They're realizing that, hold up, they are the problem. Their way of thinking is the problem. And the reason is because they are the wicked, okay? And the secret places of Esau are being uncovered. They're being found out to be the wicked. All right, let's go to Obadiah, which strictly talks about Esau. Right, let's read that in verse 1. It says, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith Yahweh, concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh, and an ambassador is set among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Right, so this whole scriptures is talking about Esau, Edom, right, so-called white man. Right, it says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Right, they're being revealed. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee, and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Right, and that's what we're slowly starting to see. Right, this is talking about how everybody, right, all the men that were confederate, right, with Esau, okay, America, Israel, okay, those are the primary Edomite nations, okay. All the men that were together with these nations, right, they're all going to turn upon America and Israel and destroy this place, because they're realizing, like I said, that this is the problem. Let's read it one more time. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee, and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. And we're slowly starting to see that, right? People are rioting, and these riots are only going to get worse and worse. Right? Scriptures talk about how in the last days we're going to see uproars of the people, right? And as a woman in travail, right, the labor pains are only going to get worse and worse till that sun comes out, right? And that sun is symbolic for Yahweh Shai and his second coming. So, hey, we're in some beautiful times, right? They're literally arresting students, man. Let's get 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. And verse 3, it says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Right, and when it's talking about that man of sin, it's talking about the Edomites. Right, for a long time, nobody has known who they were. Right, they're called now Caucasian, they're called white people, right, American. Right, at one point they were called the Romans, Europeans, okay, Greeks, okay, but what was before Greek? Okay, it was Edomite. That's their true national biblical heritage, okay, and they are the wicked of the earth, as the scriptures say. But it says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Right, that's what we're seeing right now in the news. People are seeing his true nature. It says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Right? That's what they're trying to do with the NWO. That's what they're trying to do by putting that chip in you. Right? Transhumanism. Okay, they're trying to be like the Most High and have full control. It says, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now you know what withholdeth that he might reveal in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work, only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. right? So that man of sin, which is not talking about singular man, is talking about a group of people, the Edomites, right? They're referred to as the wicked. And it says that when the Lord comes back, he's going to destroy them with the brightness of his coming. Now, let's see what the scriptures talk about when we go to the second coming of Yahushua, right? Let's get the precept to that. It is Isaiah chapter 34. And I'll start at verse... Isaiah chapter 63. That's the one. To connect the wicked to that man of sin and who Yahushua, who this world calls Jesus, is coming to destroy. Isaiah chapter 63 and verse 1, it says, "Who is this that cometh from Edom, with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there is none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment." Right? "For the day of my vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come." Right? Who is he coming to redeem? He's coming to redeem the Israelites, his people. Okay? And this is talking about the second coming. Right? And the key reason I got this is in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, it's talking about that man of sin, right? The wicked, right? Who's gonna be destroyed when the Lord comes back with the brightness of his glorious apparel. Here it is. It's saying the same thing, but it's calling those wicked Edom, the Edomites, because that's their whole nature, right? That's who they truly are. They are the wicked of the earth, right? Job chapter 9 and verse 24, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, then who is he? If it's not the so-called white man, then who is it?" Okay. So, just wanted to touch on that real quick. Spirits upon me, and hey, these things are only going to get worse and worse, so keep your eyes single. But with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors to the elder bishops and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Shalom to you, like Shalom.